Hey everyone, welcome to the Farm and Pastor's Wife. I'm so glad you're here. If you're new here, my name's Leslie. You're in my kitchen down on our farm. Let me give you a little background on Bryant and myself. My husband is Bryant. He and I own and operate a commercial poultry farm as well as a cow-calf operation. And my husband is a pastor at a local church here in Asheboro. It is a growing and vibrant church, wonderful church. And we are just thrilled to be able to share our lives with you through this platform on YouTube. So thank you so much for joining us. Listen, mostly you'll get cooking videos, but a lot of day in the life of, adventures with our grandbabies, grocery hauls, you name it, you're going to see a little bit of everything right here. But today, let me tell you, you've probably seen by the thumbnail and the name of the video that we are making a catch a husband cake. Now, let me tell you, I don't need to catch a husband. I have the most wonderful husband in the world and the best one anywhere for me. So I don't need to catch a husband. But ladies, if you're looking, this just might be your ticket. So we're going to see. We're going to see. We're going to ask Bryant after I've made it and after he tastes it. We're going to see, would he marry me all over again if it were up to this cake? So we shall see. We're going to see how this goes. So, all right, I'm going to gather all the ingredients I need. I'm going to meet you back right here for Catch a Husband cake. All right, so this cake looks super simple as well as hopefully it's delicious. If it catches you a husband, I hope it's delicious. So we're just going to kind of dump and go into this bowl. So I'm going to get you guys turned down here. Hey, I get asked all the time where I found this mixing bowl. This mixing bowl was a Pioneer Woman at Walmart. It came with a set. It came with a whisk and some other things in it. I bought it several years ago, but last year at Christmas, they had, it's almost identical to this set at Christmas, and I put it on, I think it was Facebook or somewhere, but that is where I got it. And so, especially at Christmas time, look at Walmart. You might can find a bowl like this. It's lightweight, it's plastic, but durable. It's held up, nothing has chipped inside. And like I said, I've had this several years, so I love it. All right, so in here, we're gonna go in with 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour. And since this is a cake I've never made before, I am gonna level off just to be fairly accurate. If I was going to be really accurate, I would weigh the flour. So there's 1 cup. One and a half. Two. Two and a half. So we're just going to do the measurement of 2.5 cups of flour. Like I said, if we were super accurate, we would weigh it, but because I think the recipe calls for something like so many grams of. So in here, I'm going in with 1/2 cup of sugar. And we'll spread that out of the way. And I'm just going to take my whisk real quick and mix that up. Make sure any lumps out of the flour are out. And then the rest of the stuff, we're just going to kind of dump and go. So we're going to need, hey, listen, and you might want to write this down as we go. I will try my best to get it in the description, but things sometimes happen around here and I don't get them in there. So write it down as we go. That was 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour, 1/2 cup of sugar, and now we're going in with a whole can of, I was going to tell you the measurement. It is 14 ounces of sweetened condensed milk. And I'm just going to scrape all that goodness in there. I'm going to wait and whisk till we get everything in. And I probably am going to try to whisk this by hand, but if it's a little hard, I'll get out my hand mixer. My plugged hand mixer is at church, and a wonderful viewer sent me a battery operated hand mixer, but I haven't charged it. So hopefully it'll still have a little charge on it if I need it. Okay, so now we're going in with a whole can of evaporated milk. And used to, the evaporated milks would come in this little bitty can, but this is a 12-ounce can. And so we're going in with all of that. Okay. We're going to go in with 3 tablespoons of softened butter. Probably could have melted it and it'd been just fine. But we're going to whisk this up really good. All right, we're going to go in with 3 eggs. And I cracked mine in a separate container. Just to be sure we don't get any shells. All right, there goes 3 eggs. Now we're going to put in some coconut milk. This is the brand I got. This is what I found at Walmart. So we're going in with a cup of coconut milk. Now this recipe does not call for any vanilla. So I am fighting the urge. Y'all know, if you followed me anytime, you know I love to put vanilla in just about everything that I bake. And so it's hard for me not to. So a cup of coconut milk. But I keep telling myself the coconut's the flavor. All right, I'm going to scrape this. I don't want to miss any of this goodness. All right. So now I'm just going to whisk away. I'm going to kind of break up those yolks to be sure I've got those broke up really well. And the butter, going to break the butter up really well. And then I'm just going to get to mixing. All right, I'm going to stir this up. I'll bring you back as soon as I get it all mixed together. All right, so I will say, everyone, this batter is super liquidy. Maybe I should have measured the flour, but we're going to go with it. We're going to see how this does. So we shall see. All right, so I'm going to just pour this up in a prepared pan. My oven is set to 350. Now, what's super funny about this recipe is it says bake for 30 minutes to 60 minutes. Well, that's quite a large range. So I will peek at it at 30 minutes, but I'm expecting at least 45. And as liquidy as it is, it may be even more than that. So we will see. But that's the recipe. All right, so we're going to pour this up. And I really don't need to spin the cake pan around because it is so liquidy. All right, so in the oven it goes, 350 degrees for, who knows, 30 to 60 minutes. We're going to see. Okay, so the cake is in the oven, and I am really, really questioning this cake.
And like I read the recipe and I was like, there's no way this can be good. Like it just, anyway. But the picture looked so good. The picture of the cake looked so good. So I thought, well, let's give it a try. So we're going with it. It's been 30 minutes. It is nowhere near ready. So we're going to wait it out. But y'all, this may get you divorced. I don't know. I'm just really questioning this one. So we'll see. Hopefully it'll still turn out, but we shall see.
Y'all, I am truly questioning this cake. Now, it is out of the oven, and it did turn out, I mean, as far as it's a cake, I was afraid it would just stay runny and not actually bake into something solid, but it is. I have it sitting right here. I have questioned this. I try not to ever read the reviews on a recipe because I don't want anything to skew my judgment or I don't want to have a preconceived idea as to what it will be. But I've questioned this recipe so much after I started reading the reviews, and oh my goodness, there are some like really bad reviews. And then there are some that are like, hey, I make this cake every year and it's delicious. Everybody loves it. Maybe you're just not doing it right. So I don't know if there's a special technique to this, but we're going on with it. I just don't know if I have helped your search for a husband or not. But Bryant will tell us. So we're going to get to making the icing or the stuff. I don't even know if you call it icing, whatever we're going to call it. So I've got here another cup of coconut milk that we're going to go in with. Coconut milk is very interesting. All right, so to that I'm going to add in 2 tablespoons of sugar. And to that we're going to add in a cup of coconut. Ay, ay, ay. This one's got me wondering. Scares me. All right, so we are going to just kind of stir this and cook it till it becomes, it says till it becomes thick like sweetened condensed milk. So that's what we're going to do. All right, guys, I will bring you back in just a minute. I'm going to get the cake turned out on the cake pan. And yeah, I'm eager to see if you're not married, is this going to catch you a husband? If you are married, is this going to get you divorced? So we shall see in just a minute. Okay. Well, I just turned it out on the cake pan, and it is very interesting. Like, I've never seen, it doesn't look like a cake at all. I mean, it's almost like a top of a bread. But we shall see. My icing has come to a boil, which we want it to, and then we just want it to thicken up. So I'll bring you back in just a little bit. All right, so here we go. Just gonna kind of pour that on. Y'all. Ah. I picked this cake because of the name of it. I thought the name was so cute, and oh, that'll make a great video. Yeah, it may not. Gonna get a better grip here. All right. I don't know, y'all. This really may be a bad thing. Should I call Bryant in now or wait a minute? Okay. All right. I'll call him and tell him I'm ready whenever he's ready. The time has come to see about this cake. Now, I'm a little worried, to be honest. And I may have already told you, but I've checked some of the reviews and I wouldn't even say they're 50-50, but there are some good ones, but the majority of them are not. So Bryant is nearby. And so we're going to cut a piece of this Catch a Husband cake and see what he thinks. I have to say this is probably the most worried I've been about a recipe ever. So let's get it over with. Let me show you the cake before we cut it. That's it. I mean, at least it's in one piece. It hasn't fallen apart or anything. So let's cut a slice. I'm actually literally having to cut pretty firmly. It looks very almost pudding-y. Kind of looks like cheese. Okay, so I'm going to scoop some of this glaze on it. All right. Let's see. Let's call Bryant over here and see what he thinks. Okay.
Here we are.
This is Catch a Husband cake.
Catch a Husband cake.
So you're going to get to tell me if this it makes you want to marry me again or not. Or divorce me.
Sometimes I'll sneak a taste before we get on camera.
I told him he couldn't on this one.
She did not.
I said, I want your true facial expression.
She's a little nervous about this. Once she got to making it, she called me and she says, I'm not sure about this cake. I said, we'll go along with this because you don't have many.
If it fails, it fails.
You don't have many epic fails, so it's dense. The cake is
very
dense.
like pudding almost.
The cake is dense, okay? What makes it so dense? I got a stomach of steel, though. Pretty chewy.
Pretty chewy.
Here, you try it.
I want a really small piece.
That's a small piece.
No, I want a really small piece.
Did a viewer send you this?
No.
Okay, we'll
No, I found this online, and I probably won't share where I found it.
Okay. Try it, see what's that. I've had worse. You don't have to make it again, but I've had worse.
So it's not terrible to you?
Not terrible to me. But if we were at somebody's house and they told me they liked it, I'd really be concerned about their taste.
You think that's lying?
Huh?
You think that's lying?
No, I think their taste buds are different than mine.
Yeah. Okay.
But
you're not going to catch a husband with this one.
No, you're not going to catch a husband. But I tell you what you will do. I love coconut. The coconut's the best part.
He's going to scrape all the coconut off. Yeah. All right, so
you won't catch a husband.
I have just deflated all of your hopes of you single ladies out there. of catching a husband. This
Oh,
is not how to do. Hey,
All
how
the
did
single ladies. All the single ladies.
how did I
Ain't that a
catch?
song?
What dish did I catch you with?
What dish did you catch me with?
What dish did I catch you with?
Or chicken and gravy dish.
The easy one, the
easy
two soup and chicken. Oh,
She wouldn't have
Wow.
called me with that one. But I'd asked her, could you make me something else? What do you think? One
Yeah.
bite? Another bite?
no,
You sure?
no,
Sure, try it.
no.
Try it.
Yeah.
There you got it.
Don't make this one. Don't waste your time. But at least if you see it online, you've seen somebody make it and you're hearing it from us.
Go do the butter pecan cake.
Butter pecan cake. Yes. Now that'll catch you in a heartbeat.
That's right.
And that's an easy one. All right. Well, I'm sorry, guys. Kind of a wasted video, but at least you know now. All right. So I will see you next time on the Farm and Pastor's Wife, and it's going to be a good one. We're going to make something like a savory dish, and it's going to be super good. I already know. So I will see you guys on the next video. Remember, if the grease is hot enough, you can fry anything, but you can't catch a husband with this cake. Sorry.